Alright, it's time for more Banner Saga. I wish it was always time for more Banner Saga. This game's pretty great. Let's get back to it. Although I can't honestly say I remember where we were at, even though we were just at it yesterday. Okay, what's the story? Mogr is the only one that's injured, otherwise the party is split up between the mercenaries and the original Dream Team. Of course, we got Triggy on our side, and I do like Trigby a lot. Trigby Rook, replacement daughter. Oh, right, I remember now. We switched out because the Varl didn't want to help us in our most recent fight, where we cleaned up, of course. Cleaned up with Arc Lightning. Now let's head on out. Alright, the rain finally ceases, but the wind picks up when we squint into the gusts and have a clear view of the vast plains ahead. Here doesn't seem to be much out there. His tone conveys wonder and concern in equal measure. Looks like a nice place to set up. The ground is shaking again. Good grief. Okay, that must have been a big ground shake. The Orcs strain at their leads in panic. Out here in the plains there's nothing but open sky. We feel remarkably vulnerable. Only a few trees around and no mountains. Looks like we only have to worry about the ground opening up beneath us.
Grundar almost looks forgotten by the rest of the world. Maybe those who live here have forgotten the rest of us too.
Alright, this is an unfortunate reminder that Oddleaf is still on the team. In a field just outside of Grundar, the caravan spots several creatures you assumed were myth. Is it the centaurs we saw on the front cover here? 2 horseborn hold simple bronze weapons and stand guard over a few others. Yeah, this could get ugly, Odd, but if I let her go, she might die. Yeah, no, we'll leave it be. I've dreamed about meeting horseborn since I was a girl. They study you, but continue glancing around at the caravan, occasionally swishing their tails, or tamping the ground with their hooves. I'm Oddleaf, this is Rook. We're here to help, if you'd like. Oh, they talk. You help. Yes, help. Oddleaf steps aside as you wave Evan for help. This reminds me of one of my favourite Azumanga skits. The female looks agitated and speaks in a long stream of consonants. The male responds to her and then turns to you. Help Roesh and others. I'll try. Okay. We're offering up Evan's help without his permission at all, but sure. Shame we couldn't just fight them straight off. Evan and Juno are tending to wounded Roech, the other horseborn. The caravan settles down outside the scant town of Grundar. The Chownen's enjoying a small festival. Quite a few clansmen go over the hill to enjoy the sights and sounds, but soon return looking disappointed. They called us outsiders. They don't want us interrupting their wheat festival. But the merchants don't seem to mind trading. Good, so we can make some mad dosh. That's what I'd like to say, but no, there's just food to buy, and not a lot of food to buy. I don't like that. Maybe there's some good items here. No. Yeah. Talents aren't so impressive to me. I'm not interested in talent. Talent is a crutch word. That said, though, I might be better off buying some food, since if it's anything like the other game, it's only going to get more expensive. So I will actually buy up quite a bit of it. Ah, but we can converse with one of the happy-looking horseborn. Thank! You glance at Ubin. Yeah, I'm glad Ubin's still here. He doesn't carry much of a high profile, but I love the guy. Scathach's thanking you for helping his friend, Roesh. Deirdre's the other one, but she's not in a talking with Varl and humans mood. You're welcome. I'd like you to meet Hakon. Varl. Mans. Same herd. No. But we're no longer enemies. I haven't seen Horseborn in centuries. Last they knew, humans and Varl were at each other's throats. What does bring them here? Food. Our planes break. Okay, so the rumblings down here as well. Might be justice. Didn't they kill all the horses? Blaming folks for things that happened hundreds of years ago before they were alive? You may as well accuse these humans of... Whoa now, Ubin. That's some wrong kind of thinking there. How do they know our language? You talk like us. Where did you learn? Heard little trade with mans in hut. I think he means our bog friends, the cragsmen. Bloody cragsmen. And Roech is a brave fighter, protects food hit many times. Trije Canada. No clue. So we got enemies that we might be able to kill around here. Is pretty promising to me. The Varl King eyes Scashis suspiciously. Have you found the food? Enough for time, I guess. 2 others take a herd in the south. I'm tired of talking with these guys. I either want to fight them or fight with them. This herd help, we help this herd. Yeah, sure, thanks. Man, Varl, Horseborn, same herd. Funny. At least Ubin's getting a good laugh out of this. And the market doesn't suddenly have better deals for me. What a shame. There's no sense resting just to heal up Moger, so let's get the heck out of here. Now that Roesh had a chance to heal 2 of the Horseborn are heading south to deliver some supplies to their people. What crazy ideas in your head. With the world falling apart around us, there may not be another chance to trek down south. Ooh, I don't want to lose Ubin. But if you love something, you gotta set them free. Everyone's free to do what they want, but you'll be missed. Remember that when it comes to dealing with Roga as well, if he wants to depart, by the gods, let him. You taking your hired muscle with you? I'd feel better if... Oh, thank God, don't you dare take Gun off with you. That blade of his is sure to attract the wrong kind of attention. Wrong attention might find you anyway. Then who will protect you? I'm old, not an idiot. I learned a few tricks. Yeah, I mean, at the very start, this guy burst open some barricaded doors all by himself. The size of those horns. The younger Varl shrugs, walks off to find food. Be safe, Ubin. Join us again if you can. You know where we're going. Don't worry about me. Just make sure you're alive to see this thing through to Arabarang. Oh, I'm gonna miss Ubin, but then again, he's often left on a bus during this campaign. Remember well, Governor, I could have killed you when I had the chance, but I'd rather stick the blade in personally. Goddamn one-armed bandit. The Governor catches up and asks for a moment of your time. His bodyguard is behind him and silent. There's something to be said for you getting us across that chasm and through that bog. Yeah, I'm not saying anything here. Too good to even speak to the people you lead. Seems like you're letting the power go to your head. His words are baited, but you just look at him without responding, which he doesn't seem to like. You'll still fail, and I'll be there to push your face in the dung. Yeah, I'm not saying anything here. This is absurd. I come over to offer a truce, but you're clearly not interested in peace. Tell you what, if you can get us through this absolute wasteland, I might actually be I'm not here to impress. Try not to pick up any more strays on the way. Don't want to regret leaving him alive, but I did leave him alive. Well, morale isn't looking too good, and we're long overdue a fight. I say it's been 5 minutes and we haven't fought, so let's just rest up a bit, get that morale back, and hit the road. Adri Singh really should have killed it. No. I gotta make sure it's personal. Game trail, one of a few gathered hunter says, looking at beaten paths of grass. No telling what we might find, but it'll fill some stomachs. Make a wager for who brings back the biggest kill. Yep. I do love a gamble. Everyone in the group starts smiling and tossing coins in a purse before heading down the trail. When it branches, 2 hunters sprint left and 3 think the center looks promising. You consider what to do. What do the grounds have to say? The other hunters took paths with cloven hoof tracks, and there's a chance you could kill the largest hog among them. To the right are rabbit tracks. Oh well, come on, we're taking this on our own. You choose to hunt alone and move down the path. A couple of hares bolt for cover. They're not afraid of us, they're afraid of a bear. You instinctively aim and fire, scoring a shot no one will ever believe. You shot 537 pounds of meat, you're only able to carry... Oh, Christ. It's a dated reference. 1 hunter was wounded, but it'll heal. 2 others brought back a larger boar. You're clearly the victor. Damn right I'm good. You give everyone back their coin and drinks are shared. Can't I have kept the money? That was a severely dated reference though. Ahead, the caravan comes to an immediate halt. That's the second fain shoe this bloody beast has thrown in a day. The ox tend their curses. It'll take some time to see to the ox you caught. The second fain shoe this bloody beast has thrown in a day. What in the world's he talking about? While most of the clansmen sleep or lose themselves in drink, Juno requests a moment to speak with you alone. You have been the source of all of my bane here, Juno. You're holding things together remarkably well, she says. When I first looked at your mind in Boarsgard, I knew you would do anything to return to Alette, her death. Some of the greatest people in our history have gone mad at the loss of loved ones. You're not insane, Rook. You're experiencing tremendous grief and still managing to lead this caravan. That is something to be proud of. Could you stop harping on about my dead daughter? She died a hero, protecting Ivor's right arm. What's your part in all this, anyway? My role has many names: instigator, catalyst, mistake. Yeah, I'm going with that. But you and I are both fledglings in what is required. Yeah, come on. I honestly don't know how. Only the future will tell if my role is... I should just stick you now to... Anyone here could do what I'm doing. Juno smiles, one of the saddest and harsh realities. Not anyone, but yes, possibly others. It's why I've been watching you. If you no longer seemed worthy... Oh god, worth. Get out of my face. A Valka's life is one of knowledge and secrets. We help when and where we can, but rarely amounts to trust. These clans joined your banner out of hope. They would follow me out of fear. If they end up in Arbarang either way, what's the difference? Who they are when they reach Arbarang is exactly why they are important. Fear will soon spread like flames across dry tinder in that town. Without this caravan's hope, all would be... This journey is forging them into what the future will... I am so sick of Juno, you would not believe. Okay, what is this about the darkness? You've seen sign of its coming, dredge in numbers, the land breaking apart. It is a force unlike any other. Wish I could say more, but even the Mender's Council is ignorant. I thought you needed some books in Manahar before knowing anything else about the serpent. True, but the chasm... Should that incredible creature ever resurface, do not attempt to stop it. It would take power unseen in ages to affect the serpent. If you see it, run. Well, we've seen it quite a few times, and it just looked at us with indifference, so I'm not too concerned. Let's just keep moving. A scout runs up to you. There's a woman tied to a tree up ahead, got 4 guards watching her. The strange news draws a good deal of attention from the caravan. The bound woman is ranting and spitting at the 4 guards when you arrive and ask what's going on here. This here's a witch plaguing our clan, making everyone really sick, but we caught her, brought her all the way out here. She's been tied here for 5 days without food or water. It's been 3 days so far, 5 days with no water. She'll die. That's not on us, but if you want to set her free, we'd be bigger fools than you. Okay, sure. I mean, she's a witch. Ursa, you got any thoughts on this one? You're a witch. Ursa smiles and saunters towards a tied woman. She says a few quiet words to the prisoner and looks at her before returning. My suggestion? Burn her and the tree to the ground. I mean, can't I kill all of them? How do you know she's a witch? Everyone looks at the woman, who's grinning a toothless grin. She scratches at the tree bark and calls out the dead gods one by one. If that's not enough, she was seen squeezing mistletoe berries into water throws. Think I heard that makes you sick. I'm unsure about this one. She's definitely not joining us. No way in hell. But if I free her, she's probably not gonna... seems like I'll have a fight on my hands if I do try to kill her. I'm genuinely torn about this. Where's the burn her down option? Should let her join out of spite to Ursa. That is correct. I really, really don't like Ursa. Alright, we're freeing her. The guards look shocked and shakes his head. Foolish idea, and you're on your own with letting her go. Uh-oh. So we're giving her water, a bit of food. She screams gibberish that kills you, but you don't look back. Okay. You notice the archer Nid, because she's standing perfectly still, looking out into the distance. Let me guess, you see more grass. When she turns to you, she's not smiling. Dredge. How is that possible? Knowing better than to doubt her sight, I thought we lost them at the chasm. You can make out a dust cloud on the horizon, which means they can make out the one produced by the caravan, and it's heading the same direction as you, towards Lundar. Better pick up the pace. I was afraid of this. Cracks in the ground along the Eastway Road. It's like that damn crevice at Surgerholm all over. The dredge were just pouring out of it. Does that mean they could appear almost anywhere? Yes, let's not panic. Let's just keep moving. I'm looking forward to a fight then. Dredge are satisfying to kill.
Lundar, the Archer's Haven, home to the finest Fletchers in the world, though it appears beset with war.
Before I get in on that, I do not want to have crummy morale in case we're picking a fight, so let's up that before we head on in. Resting just outside the city, maybe giving it time to be plundered by the dredge. So, Sweat, this is bad. Lundar's fighting on two fronts and barely holding it together. Hakon's been warring long before you were ever born, and his worried look is unsettling. I always heard the Horseborn had trouble with walls, since they usually fight in open fields. Ubin's the only one old enough to actually know, but it doesn't really matter, because those walls will barely slow the dredge. And if those dredge flatten this town, we're defenseless out in these plains. But what are the Horseborn after? Oh, they came with. The three Horseborn in your caravan are pointing and talking excitedly in their own language. Da-da-da-da-da. You're surprised by the look of savage fury on their faces. They take off without warning, charging the attacking Horseborn. They could die in their own. No, Oddleaf, I don't care about the Horseborn. She's lost her mind over those new members of the clan, and we might lose her life for it too. We could fight the Dredge or the Horseborn, or split up and fight both if you're feeling suicidal. If we're splitting up, my Varl, or hitting the Dredge, we're good at that. Ivor, you can do what you want. I mean, I'm definitely killing everybody, but I want to know why they took off like that. Return fight. We don't have time to figure out his stomps and tail whipping. We're killing everybody. The governor sets forward. We're dividing our forces. Are you really that foolish? Absolutely. The Varl follow Hakon through a breach in the town's walls, while the rest of your fighters and clansmen follow you into the fields. It looks like the forces da-da-da-da-da. Come now. Oh, Oddleaf is hemmed in near 2 Horseborn and you assume are Roesh and Driu, but the kicked up dust cloud blurs your sight. We can drive a wedge straight for her, but those Horseborn are fast. If they flank us, we'll take heavy losses. We have to save Oddleaf. God, no. Then again, what if somebody dies for Oddleaf? Shield wall, advance slowly. Oddleaf should die for her mistakes. Exactly how I would do it, says Rugga. No sense in risking everyone for a few who are foolish enough to blindly enter the fight. Correct. Your enemy advances against the unknown tactics of the enemy Horseborn. Alright, I'm without my Varl now, again. I've got Ivor, which is pretty good. And I can mend, which is also pretty good. I've got a Horseborn of my own, though. What do you like? Trample. He charges forward and tramples an enemy, and then attacks from behind. Oh, it's a backbiter, essentially. The enemy suffers strength damage. It is subsequently struck for 1 strength per tile the Horseborn moved in the trample. You've also got hit and run. Horseborn takes his normal movement, then can attack or take another action. Once the action is complete, he can move again. So you can hit and run. Well, basically, I'm not really taken with you at all. Not that my replacement daughter is much to get excited about either. What's really exciting is the idea of promoting old Trigvi, but he's already pretty tapped out on what I can give him. Could help Luden as well. Remember, Max, you can't say Luden without Lude. Alright, Ivor's there to dish out the damage. Nid is there to just kind of stand still. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how these things operate. Let's take them down. Ah well. Kozaz says, I'm a simple man. If Rugga says something stupid, I just do it. Okay, I was somewhat expecting these things to take up 2 spaces. There are 6 of them and 6 of us, so it's a fair fight. The defender stays at the back row. What do they have? They don't have anybody that dishes out too much damage, but we don't have anybody that has too much armor other than old Tempest striking man himself. But they're quite far. Are they ranged attackers or not? It's hard to tell. Good enough. I hate overthinking. I imagine these people have a lot of movement, but it looks like I really am imagining. First of all, that armor of yours is going. I don't care if I have to run half the length of the place for it. Say your prayers. Right, you just stay put there, Ivor. No need for you to get carried away. They can cause their own harm here. Now I can go and ruin your life, and I think I will, using the replacement daughter. I'm just gonna completely stop you from doing any damage, although you have 3 armor break, which is concerning. There's no need for me to really get involved here. I should honestly just pull back, let them come to me, and I can pick them off as they arrive. You're probably going to break armor. That little yelp of yours there, Rook. Can't tell if you're an archer or not. But I think he's fine. Anyway, let's mend our man here. Oh, ooh, that's a different story altogether. I did not think he would be stunned. Now he's in a bit more trouble than I took him for. Don't want to see Rook getting too hurt, but... Alright, well, if we're charging him with Ivor, then we're charging him with Ivor. That was not the plan. Joe Pro says, hey Jake, just wanted to wish you a happy Chinese New Year. Why, thank you, Chinese overlords. Alright, well, I'll try to save Rook, although this is a bad idea. Especially since I don't have my people close by for this. And Rook is feeling the burn. You didn't move, however. You should... no, forget that. It should be about breaking armor with you right now. It's a bit unfortunate. Yeah, whatever. Let's break. Oh god, Rook's never getting a turn. Okay, I don't like this at all. I have certainly put myself at a disadvantage with my movements here. Because I did not know their way of fighting. And it hurts. It hurts quite a lot. They're the ones getting hits on me, and they can run while they're at it. I'm going to move you a bit closer just in case you can be of some arc welding use, but otherwise it's time to mend. Rook is probably done for there, but I could keep him alive a bit longer. Not sure what to do about your love there, Marburg. It's alright, replacement daughter, you'll be fine. Jeez, that stunning is painful. Alright, goodbye replacement daughter, it's time to bring the fight back. Oh, I don't have his Tempest Slash leveled up. Well, I'd rather have you two taken down and leave you rather distraught. More are coming. No, that's not the plan. We're in a pretty bad space here, you know. Right, I'm sick of these guys already. They gotta go. Not sure what to make of the music, though. It's not doing it for me. Get out of my face! I don't mind you taking out the replacement daughter, but doing what you did to Rook is unacceptable. That one's going to get a turn in after you, and you're probably going to murderize him. So I need to have you somewhat taken down. I could impale you, send you packing. Yeah, get the hell out of here. Alright, I'd rather mend Ivor at this point. What are you doing here? Get off of me, you cur. If I could arc lightning you folks, that would be something, but I'm a little too far away. So let's just mend up good old Ivy here. It's only going to be 5, 6, 7. I hope he's not stunned with that. Doesn't look like it, but what do I know? Oh no, Rook is looking decidedly less stunned now. You're bleeding, which is not good news for you. They brought in some people with, let's see, 11. I don't like 11 attack. I don't like it at all. Let's have less of that. Let's have considerably less of that. Nice shot. Very unfortunate for you, not nice enough. I should probably take care of that 11 before it gives me some grief, and it's about to give me some grief. But if I move Ivor in here, it's going to use 2... yeah, that's fine. I'll move it there too in Tempest Slash. One-handed Tempest Slash at that. Oh, bloomin' heck. They are keen. It's alright, you can handle it. No, you can probably handle it. Alright. It's a shame you don't have some kind of multi-hitting attack, but you are pretty beefy here. Ivor can take out these two when he gets a chance, but that's assuming those two aren't going to move between then and now, and that's a big assumption to make. You break a lot of armor. Let's just have you not break anything anymore and die. The implication seems to be that I need to take out numbers here. Ivor's health is fine, but it could be finer. It's going to round up to 4. Let's give him 5 back. Couple of turns till Ivor o'clock, and Ivor o'clock is my favourite time of day. Ooh. Yep. I see it, Rook, and so do you. Huh? What's it trying to tell me? Percent? Yeah, I know that. Ivor's got 14. I'm going to take that down to 4. Ivor won't be hit by that, so there's no need for me to use additional here. Aim true, Ivy. Be gone. This should be the last of them. Are they bringing in more? I'm gonna have more glue than I know what to do with today. Alright, I wouldn't mind impaling this bugger so it goes far away, but I could do the same to you. I wonder if impale works on those that are outside of here. Oh, it doesn't at all. Well, nothing left of you, is there? Get out of here. Both Ivor and Luden feel pretty good about that. Hard to tell Luden and Trigvi apart. They're both pretty awesome. Still, impaling is pretty cool. Let's do more of it. Imagine kicking a whole horse back. It doesn't work that way, I assure you. He also showed us what his dodge is made of. How are you feeling there? I wouldn't say anybody is in desperate need of your armor. But your arc lightning isn't going to kill anybody, is it? Not right now. 2, 3, 4, nah, it's just not enough. I'd like you a bit closer to the action though, in case you're able to get that shot off. But while you are there, let's have you mend somebody. Right, this one could well be trouble. These ones are close enough to heavy enough damage dealers that we don't need them broken, but this one... Interesting how we're breaking armor on these things. Okay, Ivor. What's up with you? He's got something going on there and I can't tell what it is. Pin. Pinned by a javelin, movement is reduced to 2. I could Tempest slash you to death, which is my favorite kind of slashing. I should probably also go for the pillage on you so that Mender can get a good fix on it. What'll it be? Pfft. Pathetic. I'll finish you off. And then we get the pillage. No, 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 no. We're not ending anything just yet. Get stuck. Well, I'm pretty happy. Nobody of value was injured in this one. Let's get old Triggy to reduce this health by somewhere in the region of a lot. And then it's time for old Fender to cast you back. Ooh, I lost 40 Varl. That's kind of nasty. We defended the lives of many clansmen, though. Yeah, somebody unimportant gets injured, that's fine. Whoa, what about the Varl? Just as quick as they tried to flank you, the remaining Horseborn scatter. You search the field and bring the wounded, but... Oh, my! Oddleaf was fine. I don't see any clouds of smoke. Perhaps the Varl are still the dredge killers of lore. Everyone makes their way to Lundar, greeted by Hakon. Ah, Hakon's very alive. You look at all the destruction around you, the loss of life, and try to find some meaning to it. Even before your breathing slows, the older townsman runs up shouting, "Those dark spawns of the depth are destroying everything." The dredge, you ask? Yes, they're everywhere. They're hitting the homes, the market, even the rich folk hiding in the Great Hall. He spits at the last mention. After that last fight, we should stay together, Mogr says. We'll only be able to save one of those places, but that's better than nothing. You understand his caution and realize you can't be everywhere at once, but you might be able to save 2 places with 2 separate groups. The houses are full of families, and all of our supplies are near the market. I beg you, save the families that... Am I hearing you right? We'll save as many as we can. I want as many fights. The Varl King shakes his head. I hope you've been training. Our strongest soldiers can't be in 2 places at once. It might be smart to mix them in with less experienced fighters. His words have merit. Save the homes in the market, the Great Hall in the market, the Great Hall and the homes. The rich people are in the Great Hall, meaning they're better than everyone else. The market has all the supplies. I want those supplies. But people probably have trinkets on them, and once I free them, I want to loot them. Great Hall and homes it is. Save the families in the Great Hall, you shout, and others join your charge. Eat the rich. Oh, right, I can fully mix up our everything here. Interesting, but I don't know if it means that everybody that fights here won't be available for a second battle. Couldn't you just loot the bodies? Nah, the good stuff probably gets broken by then. But Gunnulf. I'm sorry, Ludin, but Gunnulf makes a very good point, without even saying anything. Rook and Mogr charge in, break shields, form a wall, Gunnulf kills everything, Ivor kills everything else, Tryggvi just kind of dances around, shaking his mustache, and Evan just ages in the back. That seems pretty fair. Let's do it. Unless... is there anybody worth leveling up at this point? Promotion just gives talents and stuff, but Mogr could do with... not a lot, actually. Rook also could do with some shield, I guess. He's unlikely to die throughout this whole affair, so let's give him some armor at long last. I'd like to give him added will, because that's what I use him for mostly. Breaking shields. Mogr, Gunnulf, Ivor. You have a lot more killing to do if I need you, if I'm ever to level you up. Alright, let's do it. If, for some reason, my forces are divided after this, I have a not particularly impressive Hakon, Ludin, Gris, and Scrubs to choose from. Remember, you can always use the new skill that Rook has if you need it. Yeah, I often forget his call to arms. So I need there to be a number of enemies remaining before we can do that, eh? It's only rank 1. I'd need to level him up, I guess. Huh? What's this? Protects from death when strength is greater than 1. But that's bad. Being crippled is worse than being dead, unless you're an armor breaker, like Rook. But then I'd rather just have you be better. Don't prepare for failure. I do not know if this is going to be... Oh no, he did just tell me it might be a good idea to mix inexperience with experience, so using my dream team is probably a bad idea here. I should spare some... I should spare some of the better people here. Alright, well, Triggy and Ludin are very similar. Perhaps the second round could be Hakon, Ludin, Tryggvi, and Mowgli. Ivor has enough armor for you. And honestly, I think the 4 of you would do a good enough job shattering the enemy, and I don't want to weigh us down with any more. However, which of these is an armor breaker? I have to remember that I lost Old Man. Hakon breaks armor, and he's also well overdue a promotion. If I'm going to be using him, might as well get him up in that regard. 3, let's have him expend more of that. Willpower can always be tooted for. Armor is dangerous. Besides, I could always promote him a second time. It can improve his ability as well. His Sundering Impact. Yeah. Well, here you go. Just have you be more general. Be like a discount Ivor. Jake doesn't like talents, but they're awesome. It's so very useful. They're all chance-based. I do not like chance-based. Alright, I have something of a suspicion that this team will be good enough and the backups will be able to do what they want to do. Perhaps not well enough. I mean, there's no massive damage dealer like here. We have both Gunnulf and Ivor. Evan can repair armor, which is good because this is a smaller team. Alright, let's make it happen. Phew. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of them, 4 of us. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You might think that's a disadvantage for us. I would say, yeah, probably. 11, 10, 10, 8, 8, 8, 10, 8. Who breaks the armor around here? The big cheese over there does, and that slinger does too. You could probably go in and Tempest slash a whole lot there, assuming you don't get knackered by these guys. You just stay at the back and kind of fix armor as it needs. I don't like slingers at all. I'd rather be in a position where I can do them in. Rook just be everywhere at once. He'll probably be outside of everybody's range there. Alright, let's see how it goes. Who's going when? This is very important. You're going to come in and ruin one of these guys' armor, we know that much. You're going to be outside of everybody's range, it just depends how you move. But Ivor, depending how these guys move, might be able to get a good Tempest slash in. He also might not. Gunolf will just do what he wants to do. Which raises the question, what you gonna do there? It's a lot of armor over there, but I'm not in a good position to be picking it off. Also consider who's going to go before you do anything else. That slinger can barely break armor. Can throw bombs, but whoop-de-doo. I think I'm in a relatively good position to move here and break one of you guys' armor. And then again, I hate slingers. Like, I really hate slingers. I should get there, break your armor, and then you're a sitting duck for a later attack. Yeah, we'll see to that. 6 should be plenty for breaking you. I shouldn't need to do more. I'll do... it's only 2 willpower to break the whole thing, but let's just do 7 for now. And he runs away further, which is good. Alright. Oh, what was that? He did something fancy, and I don't like it. Sunstrike. The blinding effect prevents use of any willpower for extra movement. You're gonna wish you hadn't done that. These guys don't break armor so good, and they won't get through Ivor, so let's keep Ivor front and center. And make sure he regrets his choice of actions. It's very unfortunate this kills him instead of maiming him, but I'll take it. Don't waste Hakon's efforts to drive the remaining... Yeah, I get it. I get it. You should be too far away to do anything. Nobody actually needs mended right now, I don't think. I mean, I could do a very small amount of mending on you, which is probably better than not doing it. Oh, you guys are in a bad position. Ivor's gonna murder you. 18 won't take you out, but it will maim you, which is good. I need to start thinking about maiming. I could kill you. There are alternatives. Could declaw you. Well, de-armor you. I don't know if they get reinforcements. This game seems a lot happier on reinforcements than the last one did. Yeah, nice try, Big Cheese. Big your way out of this one. Ah, you'll be fine. Quit your worrying. I could get there and slaughter you, but I'd quite like to leave somebody discombobulated. Otherwise this guy gets another shot in. So for now, let's just move you a little closer. I could give Forge ahead to somebody else if I really wanted to, but I don't. I want Rook to dismember your armor, and then we're good. Try your worst, Slinger. Joke attack. get you a bit closer and let's repair that armor. This music is just not doing it for me the way that the first game's one did. Okay, you need to not be where you are right now. I want you there, and then you can shoot this guy to remove his armor, whilst remaining safely behind a wall of Varl. Toot toot. Ranged armor breaking is the way it's meant to be. Accept no others. Nice of you to join me. This thing's going to do 2 strength damage to you when it pops. And that's on your turn, and then Fender can take you down. Actually, Fender can take you down most likely. Well, come on, it's like they want to die. Who's going next? That's you, then these things will explode and there'll be like nothing left of these guys. Then you come in and do the rest. Alright, just rest easy. Who even got the renown for that? Question, where's this going to bounce? Well, let's find out. I just don't know how it bounces off of the bigger guys. Alright, how do we do this? I could just go for the pillage straight up and then you finish off you. Touching corners, it highlights where it's going to bounce when you use it, Jake. Interesting. I'm too strong. Oh well, I'll just slaughter you where you stand. Ah, it's a good attack, Rook. That's right, bring him closer there. You just rest up, you've done good. And now, jabby jab. Victory. Shame they couldn't summon more for the slaughter. I really think it's strong to have a smaller force. Okay, battle number 2. We got Hakon, we got Mogr. We've got Luden and Triggy. Maybe I should also try 4 here, but these 4 are notably less powerful than the other 4. Also, your impale ability could stand to be better. I could promote you. Should probably have a stronger team than I'm looking at right now. There's Gris, of course. I've not really been putting Gris to use. He could at least stand there and tank some hits. And break armor. Alright, Gris, I never use you. Let's have you charge on in. Hakon can bring up the rear, so to speak. How about giving the horse people a shot? I would like to have them shot, frankly. I mean, no. I just take one look at this and think, no. Do I have another horse person? I hope not. Oh yeah, Christ almighty. Gris, it wouldn't be expensive to promote you, and probably be for the betterment to have you promoted. 4, 5, 6. Yeah, let's just have you up there. I want to give you an extra bit of armor, and an extra bit of armor, because you're into break stuff. There you go. You get will per rest, which is a waste of an item. What can I give you that fits a level 4? Armor per turn is more like it. It's still not great, but it's better than nout. Mowgli, you've got your strength resist, which is all powerful. I could probably promote Hakon so that he's a lot stronger at what he does. He would also do well to actually have an item. Will per kill might actually be good for him, since he will likely be killing. I don't usually like giving that, but so be it. Horse people can stun lock some enemies, says Hasselkur. Yeah, but I just don't like the look of them. Like at all. Second ability for you, but this is getting expensive. I want my renown here. Especially for the likes of Luden. Luden gets extra armor, you get the old Triggy. Don't want to lose this just because I'm too stuck up to use my my stuff on the back team, but this should be fine. On you go. Racist Jake, says Mods 10. Let's not go there. Okay, let's defend the rich people and give them a good show as well. The fire pit is strength damage to walk across, so let's try not to do that. Some people have already fallen here. Some people just taking a seat, watching the inevitable. Recht. What am I